I'm here with my friend Topher, and I love this guy. He is an encourager. And I want to talk about that for just a minute and exactly what that means to have a gift of encouragement. But Topher, I got to know you because every day you leave a message on not only my Facebook, but pretty much all the guys here at the table of the. We've been doing our Wise Guys podcast today. Mm-hmm. You've been sitting in and and watching it and helping with some things, and you have been involved in encouraging us. I want to ask you first of all, what led you to encourage us, and how has that become part of your life?
Well, initially it was something one of your podcasters said, Ray LeGrand.
Yes.
He was talking about ways you can support your missionaries, as he's getting ready to go in the field.
Yes.
One of the things was encouragement. And I got to thinking, yes. I'm like, I could do that. And I tried in the past with a couple of people, and it got weird, but I thought, hey, encourage Ray. And then it became encourage these guys. And then it was encourage, a couple other people that are involved into sowing into your life. Mm-hmm. And that is how it all kind of got started.
Well, and a huge blessing. And every day you've got something a little different. Sometimes a quote, sometimes just a few words of encouragement. Always a real blessing to all of us. Topher, give us a little bit of your background. Why has encouragement become important to you?
Well, I can't really say why it's been important to me, just that it has.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not in the shape I was in high school, but I did cross country.
Oh, really?
Wow. Even when you're running and, you run past somebody, I always try to say something to them, like, hey, keep it up, or hey, good job, or see you at the finish line,
Yeah.
Got my teammates mad as heck at me because I'd be encouraging the competition as well as the. They're like, you're not supposed to encourage a competition,
Or are you? Yeah.
I think you are.
Right. I think you are too.
And I developed a friendship out of that from my rival school.
Wow. So encouragement has kind of been something that you've done for a long time.
Yeah.
You've been an encourager of people. Tell us how long you've been a Christian. How did you become a Christian? What has your Christian life been like?
I became a Christian. Well, I grew up in the church and became a Christian my sophomore year at high school at a church camp.
Oh yeah. Sure.
I had a lot of head knowledge, about what the Bible said. I knew all the right things to say, all the right answers. It wasn't until that night at church camp where I realized I had to move it from up here to down here, and right. I had to start living it out.
Yeah. And you were a sophomore in high school.
I was.
Okay. And so what happened from that point?
Well, I had no idea what it looked like to live it out, because I really didn't have that many great examples at the time. At least I didn't realize I did. Mm-hmm. So it took me a period of about 4 years to, change, to transform, because, we had to go a long way from up here to down here, and for me to realize that I could actually, do my own quiet times. I could actually pray to God. I didn't need to hear from a pastor or the youth director. I could do that on my own time. And to see other people my age do it as well.
So, Topher, you're not what we would call a conventional Christian. How would you describe your interests, your music, all of that?
Well, I would describe a lot of my interests as, as far as my Christianity or in general, I am a huge history and apologetics fan.
Oh, good. Great.
I love reading things on that. I love learning, like, C.S. Lewis, whether he's writing Mere Christianity or Chronicles of Narnia.
Great books.
Great books, hands down. I love just reading and studying about different aspects, like, what it looks like to be single, or what it looks like to be a digital disciple, to mentor somebody maybe online.
Right.
Just learning about a broad, various topics in Christianity.
Awesome. Musical style. What do you listen to?
I know a lot of viewers will catch this. At least I hope so. Anything with core after it, like hardcore, metalcore, grindcore,
Yeah. All right. So that's the part that you enjoy the most, along with the music.
Mm-hmm.
That's very cool. So, Topher, I just want to thank you on behalf of all of our podcasters for encouraging us. I think that's fantastic. And
hey,
go ahead.
You guys do the same for me every day. And I'm just trying
thank
to pay
you.
that forward.
Well, we appreciate that very much. It's great to have it in return.
Mm-hmm.
But what would you say to people, Topher, that feel like they have a gift of encouragement and they don't quite know what to do with it?
Keep at it. The first couple of times I tried, kind of backfired. It kind of blew up in my face.
Yeah.
I tried to encourage this girl once, and she thought I was trying to come on to her, So find a way, find an aspect where you can plug in, that you can get it, that you can encourage people. Don't give up. I mean, it's not something simple like, oh, you play guitar, you can join the praise band,
Yeah.
Or,
and not everybody can play the guitar and join the praise band, right?
It's not, I know it can be difficult to find, a place for you to plug in at, but I would challenge you to find a place, an area where you can plug in and use your talents.
Awesome. And you were saying also that sometimes it's just very random. When you were talking about cross country, just encouraging people and just as you're walking by them, encouraging them. Do you find you do that a lot just in your everyday life?
I do. I mean, if I'm sitting at a restaurant, I'll strike up the waitress with I'll strike up the waitress with the conversation.
Yeah.
Strike up a conversation with the waitress. And always have someone nice to say about her,
Yeah, that's great. And
him.
They always appreciate it, don't they? So, folks, it isn't just that you have to wait for an opportunity. You take the opportunities, is what you're saying, Tofer.
Yeah, a lot of times you have to make the initiative,
Now, did you ever have a fear of talking to people?
All the time.
Okay, so how did you get over that fear, or have you gotten over the fear of talking to people?
Well, I have a fear of really connecting with people, opening up, deep and honest with them. But encouraging somebody is one sentence. Hey, nice hair. Or, I think God's going to do something great for you. It's one sentence.
Right.
And that sentence can lead into a conversation, but it's just one simple phrase. And that's how I got over a lot of it.
It's just you realize that it only has to be one sentence, and if it goes more than that, that's great, but that's what you focus on.
It's a good icebreaker that can open up, doors.
That's awesome. And the biggest thing that probably helped you is just practice doing it.
Yep.
The more you do it, the more comfortable it gets.
And the more natural it becomes.
The more natural it becomes. I think this is one of the really forgotten aspects of the Christian faith, is just we feel like we're supposed to encourage each other, in the church and in the faith. Outside the church, outside of our buildings, outside of all of that, I don't think we really understand that people need encouragement everywhere. Like you said, the grocery store, a cross-country meet, wherever it might be, there's always an opportunity to encourage someone and just say, hope you're having a great day. Good job with that. I appreciate the way you did this, or, whatever it might be. Yep. Topher, thank you so much. And on behalf of all of the podcasters, I want to thank you for continuing to bless us, because you really have been. We've all appreciated it. And thank you for leaving those notes. And thank you for being an encourager.
Hey, anytime, man. Anytime.
Thank you.